Hello and welcome to my channel. My eye's still watering. Hello and welcome to what? Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is AK Unicorn and this is my secret garden of creative weirdness. Weirdness? Hi. 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 Welcome to my channel. My name is Hi. Welcome to my channel. My name is AK Unicorn, and this is my brand new art channel. I like to say that this is my secret garden of creative weirdness, and I really hope you enjoy it. So, I decided that with the thousands of other people that are doing it, that I am going to start my very first video with a create this book 3 prompt. Actually, I decided to do 2. But don't judge me with my organization. I may or may not have a problem with things being organized. Anyway, so this is a little bit different than what I had planned. I had originally already filmed this intro before I had started stripping my hair of color, as you can kind of see that I'm slowly trying to strip color from my hair. So I had made this intro for you all. And then mid editing, I lost a bunch of footage. So I'm missing a nice chunk of the first half of my video, but I do have most of the second half and the second part of the second half of the first part. You either know what I mean or you don't. And either way, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So this video is going to look a little weird, but you know what? I'm weird, and this channel's weird, and it's going to be weird. And it's my first video, and it wouldn't be a first video without some sort of awful tragedy happening somewhere. And honestly, wouldn't be my life. Just wouldn't be my life. So we're going to pick up, we're going to carry on, and we're going to just do what we can do. And I apologize for the weirdness of the first part of the video. Yeah. With that being said, let's get to the art, or what is left of it. But first, this. So I see these. This little thing that looks like a robot, and a Jim Henson character had a baby, right? Nobody talks about what this is. So I bought one to find out what it is. And it's a microphone. I knew that much. But this little part right here, this thing is called a muff. I know. It's to protect the microphone from wind. From wind. Right now, I have a fan that is blowing on me on level 3. And can you hear it? No. I can. And my eyes, for whatever reason, keep drying out because I have all this wind. But it was hot in here, and I need air. And it is what it is. I didn't want to melt. And I did my makeup, so I didn't want to ruin it by sweating. So fan in my face. I promise you I'm not crying. I did just use eye drops, so I swear I'm not crying. But anyway, yes, protect from wind. That's what it is. And it's called a muff. And her name is Muffy. And I will be decorating her because look how cute she is. And how could I not give her like little eyes, a little nose, and like a face? Let's get to the art. The entire video is missing audio, hence why Muffy is now come into my life because there's no audio. So the entire video is going to be a voiceover. Be prepared. Just be prepared. Because I don't even know what I just made. Good luck. Bye. So the first prompt that I chose was the alter egos. Um, this book by Moriah Elizabeth has some really great prompts, and I felt like this was the best one for me to talk about myself. I actually picked four alter egos, which was inspired by Ashley Monet. She did the same thing, but with I think six, something like that. I will try to link her channel below if I can figure out how to do that. Um, all of the pages were drawn beforehand, so you didn't have to watch me sketch and erase. So I started with the point two, Ohuhu fine liner. Um, I love the Ohuhu fine liners. I was going to be coloring in all of these pages with Ohuhu alcohol markers, so I wanted to make sure I used the liners. Now I found that when I use the liners, they do not smudge or smear. Now I have used some other liners that I really do love, but that just don't work well with alcohol markers. They tend to smear. Hold on one second. Let me fix this angle. Better? I hope. It's a little bit better. So the first ego would be Amber. Amber is my real name, and that is the more creative side of me. The no makeup, wearing glasses, and reading glasses sometimes. Covered in paint, no bra, no pants. When I say no pants, I mean I wear men's boxers briefs with knee-high socks a lot, and it is what it is. But let's be real. Not everybody is worth putting pants on for anyway. I am gonna make that a sticker. Note to self, make that a sticker. The other ego that I chose was mom. Um, I am known as mom in my household by some people, and I'm just gonna go in with the point seven liner to make this wording just like a little bit thicker. I just want it to be a little bit more bold, just a little bit more bold outline, I should say. Mom is in a little bit more comfy clothes. She's in some leggings and a bulky t-shirt, and she still has her glasses on, but she also has her hair together so she doesn't look like a complete ragamuffin, because how else do you get your daughter to brush her hair than to do it yourself and lead by example? This is where some of the footage went missing, and a couple of them got corrupted to where they kept freezing on the same picture, and I couldn't get them to do anything. This here is AK. She is my next ego. She is the show. I'm gonna go in with a Ohuhu acrylic marker, paint marker, and just do a quick thick black outline around everything. That's kind of like my style. I really like having the thick line around everything. Um, I think it makes it pop. So AK is the show. She's me when I have my makeup on, all my piercings in, my extensions. I'm wearing the fancy clothes, the cute shoes. That's who AK is. Um, she is the outward show version of me that everybody else gets. I'm just going in with the silver Ohuhu acrylic paint marker to put in some silver. Now, the last one of my egos, that is Sketch. Sketch is, she was born out of trauma. She was born in a very dramatic portion of my life, and she said all the things that I couldn't say. She was therapeutic. She got to say the things I couldn't or didn't want to or was afraid to, and she is petty and she is rude and has no problem saying, what needs to be said in any situation. So I'm just going to get the book out now. I've cut all of the pieces that I just finished. I cut them out and I'm going to put them in the book just to see like where the layout is. And once I have the layout that I like, I'm going to go in and just give them a little background. Just give them a little bit of a background because I feel like that really makes it pop, gives it a little something extra. I did blue for Amber because that's my favorite color. I did pink because Harlow's favorite color is pink. I did purple for AK because it's a bright and flashy color and a little girly, but also not too girly. And then I did toxic green for Sketch because she's a little toxic. And you know what? We love it. We're here for that. So as you can see, I Mod Podged it, and here is the final product. I lost the footage, but I was able to take a picture for you. The next prompt that I decided to choose was the create a resolution. I thought this was a good way to just show like what I want to be doing with this um, channel and where I would like to be or go from this point on. So I decided that I was not going to draw in the book again. I'm going to draw on a separate piece of paper. So I had it all drawn out, ready to go. And we got some better angles. I'm not going to lie to you. I was learning, I think. I don't know. But I went back in with the point two Ahuhu liner. And let me tell you, we got a little creative. Okay, we had listen, I don't have a fancy camera. Okay, I'm not using any fancy cameras that are thousands, hundreds of dollars, whatever. I literally am using my own personal cell phone and then a cell phone that I've had from like, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and we are just making it work. So we have one above, and then I have one that I've placed to the side on the left. Um, so, for my resolutions, I decided that the first thing I wanted was to draw myself filming videos, and that's what I wanted to make sure that the number one thing was. Is I want to try to film a video every single week, and whether it's the one I post or not, I just want to make sure I'm creating one a week. That's really important to me. And look at that angle. That's a much better angle. That's not so much a great angle, but the other one is a really good angle. But this first one, I'm really happy with the fact that I actually was able to take more time into drawing this before I started to do the lining for you guys, because then I was able to like get more detail and really actually get things looking like the way I like my art to look. I feel like the last one fell a little bit short. I'm still happy with it because you know what? At the end of the day, I did what I did. And you know what? At least I got out there and I did something, right? But it was not my favorite. The second resolution that I had picked was getting to 2,000 or 2K subscribers and also having a successful shop. So I have like my shirt and it says sold out. I put finished and then Moriah Elizabeth's Create This Book 3 as I want to finish it by the end of the year. My next resolution was to batch 6 videos. I just learned what this means a couple weeks ago, but to batch a video basically means that you make like videos ahead of time and then you release them like slowly. So then that way you are ahead at all times. And if you need to take a week off because you're sick or something happens, or you go on holiday or vacation or whatever you would call it, then that way you can take the time off and not have to worry about having to make a video that week. So I want to have 6 batched videos. So if you look really closely, you can pause it to read. If you can read my handwriting, then you can see the next 6 videos that I have coming down the pipeline. So that's kind of exciting. last resolution is my collabs list. Just a wish list that may or may never happen, but these are people that I'd love to work with. There's Moriah Elizabeth, Jazza, Ashley Monet, Creative Paula, of course. And I messed up on the Creative Paula one a little bit, but I will go back and fix it, I promise. Sorry, Creative Paula. And then last we have Sarah Renee Clark. But if I did not mention Nerdy Crafter, my daughter would be very upset with me for not mentioning it. She is a fan. So I'm just going over it with an eraser, and then I'm going to give it a good coloring. So I will let you enjoy some music while you watch me color at a fast pace. I decided to go in with a grabby acrylic paint pen to color in the 2K on the second square. And I'd gone in and done the eyes originally, and I didn't like how they turned out. So I went back in and did a little sum and got them all prettied up. So here's my first attempt. You can see that it was not the look. I wanted it more blendy. Also, when I was finished with everything, I decided to put it into the book, and then I Mod Podged it. But this time I used matte Mod Podge because last time I used glossy and like stuff was like sticking together, and I didn't love that. So I went back. This time I decided to do with the matte, and I will say I didn't love it. It didn't work as good as the other Mod Podge, and it smeared all the yellows and the pinks. It was only yellows and pinks that were like smearing and like running, and you can kind of see it in the finished product. But I will say that this by far is so much better than the last one. See, there we go. Eyes, much more blendy. I will say this is much better than the last one, 100%. Hi, guys. If you're still here, good on you. You are a real one. And I love that you're still here. I do. I love it. Um, I made something. It was something. I don't know what, but it was something. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it didn't assault your eyeballs and earballs. Um, I apologize that the entire thing was a voiceover. So sorry. But hopefully you saw a diamond in the rough, and you will like and subscribe and push that little bell icon so that way you can find out when my next video is coming out. uh, don't tell anybody. It's an unboxing video. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you on the next video where we do some thing. And welcome to my secret garden of creative weirdness. And you are my creative weirdos. And we are here just planting our stream seeds. Our stream seeds? Are they stream seeds? I mean, they could be. They're definitely dream seeds. But I guess they could be stream seeds. Wow. I can I can't even get my own tagline right. Whatever. Planting my dream seeds. Well, this was fun. I can't wait to see you next week. Next week will be a Saturday video, and after that, hopefully, I'll be able to get videos out on Wednesdays instead, and maybe some bonus content or some random little shorts or something. Not like shorts you wear, but like shorts. Yeah, you know what I meant, right? Anyway, it was fun. I can't wait to see you again. Have a good evening. Bye. Hopefully, you guys will be here for that. I hate this one. I hate this one. Can we please? No, no, no. I hate it.